Welcome to a very special text game layer report breakdown. What makes this video unique is you're going to see two completely different texting styles. One is going to belong to me, another one is going to belong to my assistant, which is almost the opposite of my style, both messaging the same girl. And we're going to show you every single screenshot from start to finish so you guys can pick the style that works best for you. Alright, so the quick backstory here is one of my good friends recently started a business which is designed to take over texting girls for busy clients. He offered to take over my Hinge account and I wanted to put his skills to the test. So you're going to see two successful but very, very different texting styles, both interacting with one girl. So the Hinge and the Instagram part is going to be his, and texting part is going to be mine. Let's get into the conversation. So he matches with this girl on my Hinge account, pretty cute girl, right? You can see very much my type, Latina, big booty, blah, blah. Says, hey, her name, I want to ask you something. I want this interaction to be different than all the others on a dating app. It's an interesting opener, not one I've ever used. She says, how so? Okay, so normally it kind of goes like this. I write a message, you take a long time to respond. I do the same and eventually fizzles out. What I'm proposing is we pick a time, could be now, 5 minutes, 2 hours, where we can both be free and relatively undistracted to respond back and forth for 2 minutes. Now this is very interesting. Like, this is definitely not a text I would ever send, just intuitively. If I was to go like with this logic, I would say, for the second text, that would be like, so why don't we just meet up for a drink and cut through all the, internet BS, something along the lines of that. I have used that message in the past. But yeah, his style is to build a lot more comfort and vibe a lot more over text before going for the meetup. Haha, you're not wrong, and okay, let's do it. When are you free? And what's your shower thoughts? That's referring to my Hinge prompt. He says, in 2 minutes, I'll be ready, just finishing something up. Okay, so my shower thought was, okay, so you know how most girls, hopefully you two like to be dominated in bed. So my thought was, cavemen must have done some freaky ass shit to their women, LOL. It's pretty good. I like that. I just wouldn't use so many LOLs and ha-has because it kind of kills the whole dominant masculine frame. LMAO, well, yes, I agree. They probably did unthinkable things. Ha ha ha. Yeah, my mind wanders onto some crazy places in the shower. Do you generally like masculine and dominant guys? By that I mean, so this is very much a yes statement. Like, every girl's gonna agree to this. She's gonna be like, yeah, no shit. Same here. It's my thinking spot. And yes, of course, which girl wouldn't? Like I said, super gentlemanly, but also know how to put you in your place if you get moody, LOL. So again, pretty good, just no LOLs. Yes, you can tell she loves that. Haha, we off to a good start then, but more time is needed to see if we're gonna really click, but I'm optimistic so far. So again, I might handle that totally differently. When she says, yes, I'd be like, you sound like my type of girl. Like something along the lines of that. So my texting, again, is a lot more simple and straightforward. I'm always optimistic. We should definitely get together, maybe go for drinks or something. Now, this is good. This is a good sign because she's the one that's trying to close the interaction. That means she's interested, right? He says, love the idea. Let's chat a bit more on IG and then plan to get together sometime soon. What's your IG? I'll send you a message now. Again, very different than what I would do. Like if a girl said, we should definitely get together, I would say, sounds good. What's your schedule like, right? Because I just try to move things forward as fast as possible. But again, there's pros and cons to that strategy. He wants to come off very non-needy, built a lot of comfort, vibe a lot, right? And that will make your dates a little bit more solid, right? But it's also gonna take more time. So she drops the IG. He says, cool, just requested you. So you like submissive girls or spicy girls, sweet and spicy, you like good Asian food, LOL. Definitely submissive in bed, but a bit cute attitude is fine. My favorite cuisine, haha. You're a sex coach? What? Tell me, how does that work? And that's because on my job description says sex and dating coach, right? So a lot of girls get really curious about that. Gonna respond to you on IG. Okay, so here's the Instagram conversation. This is also done by him. He opens her with, it's me, the infamous sex and dating coach with dirty shower thoughts, LOL. Anyway, and she just hearts the message, okay. He says, anyway, you know those types of guys that are too shy and passive for their own good? I help them be more assertive and confident. Yeah, I mean, I would explain it differently, but yeah, sure, like that's fine. Oh my God, like that movie with Will Smith, Please Don't Hate Me, LMAO. So that fucking movie Hitch, if a girl says that Hitch, I'd be like, no, it's actually absolutely nothing like Hitch. And then I would probably explain in nerdy details why the strategy they outline in Hitch is like super bad. And I actually have a whole video I did on that, so you guys can check that out. But he says, haha, Hitch, yeah, kind of like that. I can sometimes be super shy like that at first, just takes a little warming up. You're a very handsome guy, gotta give you that. Well, I hope it doesn't intimidate you even more to go out with a professional dating coach, LOL. She says, just a wee bit. I'm sure I can make you feel comfortable. I'm already finding it super easy to talk to you. Just hope you're as charming and interesting in person. But I'll give you plenty of time to come out of your shell before I judge. So don't worry, shyness at first is normal and expected. So yeah, he builds a lot of comfort, like a lot more than me, right? And thanks for this. I think you're sexy as fuck. I would like to think I'm more charming in person versus online. Well, to be honest, and he says if that's true, then this really does have potential. Or you're Brazilian, by the way, the last name, blah, blah, blah. So again, I would handle this totally differently. I would say, well, I'll be the judge of that, right? Moving things forward, right? But again, that's how our styles are very different. She says, no, my mom is from Argentina, my dad's from Uruguay. I get asked that a lot. What's your nationality? Aha, that's because blah, 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 last name. I'm Russian. When we meet in person, I'll whip out the Russian for you, seduce you in 2 or possibly 3 languages. And here he says something in Spanish, and his Spanish is a lot better than mine. He speaks Spanish fluently. Oh my God, Russian. Now that's a dominating feature in itself. I can't wait to hear your swing in Spanish. He says, haha, Dale, which means sounds good. Yeah, Russian people are like very different from American guys. Well, even though I was raised here, maybe just for my blood. For example, guys in America are soft these days, shy, timid, don't know how to take the lead, etc. There's nothing of truth here, but like when I was 19, 20, I was also soft as fuck, right? When I was a virgin. So, you know, I feel like game is what taught me not to be soft rather than like the country where I was born. Exactly. It's like the roles got flipped out of nowhere. And believe me, most women do not like feminine guys, okay? Like you see online all these like TikTok girls who are like, yeah, we want equality. The vast majority of normal girls don't actually believe in this stuff. Like they want a guy who's masculine. They want a guy who's dominant. So don't let TikTok convince you that something else is the case. Yeah, thankfully there's guys like me who can help these poor souls, he says. Also, babe, I gotta run, gonna film, edit some content for my YouTube channel. The shy guys of the world need me, LOL. Drop me your number here, please. I'll message you later early in the evening. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, again, I would have tried to move things forward to texting much earlier. I don't even bother with Instagram unless, of course, I suspect the girl's a catfish. Then I get her number and Instagram just to make sure she looks like her photos. But other than that, I don't really fuck with it unless, again, the girl asks me for one or suspect she's a catfish. So here we have her number, and now you're gonna see my texting to contrast that to his texting. So opener, hey, it's Alex from The Thing. Hey, how's my favorite half Argentinian doing? She's doing swell, well, just at home chilling. How about yourself? I say, I'm good, just finished a big workout, looking nice and fit for our date. So pretty standard Alex PWF text. Oh, so we have a date tonight. Ready to wash that workout down with tequila. So it seems like this girl was literally just down to me that night. So again, she was pretty DTF. I say, I can't tonight, but definitely soon. What's your schedule like next week? And just to be clear, I didn't say that as some kind of like advanced strategy, like, oh, I'm gonna pretend like I'm busy. I was just legitimately busy. If I was free, I would have met up with her that night. She says, I'm free. And again, that's a good sign. When an attractive girl is telling you, oh, I'm free, I'm down to make it happen, that means she's invested. And again, big part of that is because, you know, Casey did a really good job building a lot of investment over text. Cool, how does Tuesday or Wednesday night sound? Perfect, I'm free any day. Alrighty, let's do Wednesday night then. Looking forward to it, me too. And then here I sent her a funny meme for July 4th, which is basically the Queen, and it says Happy Treason Day. I like to use memes sometimes. She says Happy 4th, and then she double texts me, hey, I'm so sorry about today. I failed to realize we were supposed to hang out on July 4th. Oh my God, please don't hate me. But if you do, I understand, lol. But if you don't, I'm free this week and weekend. So guys are always like, oh, if a girl flaked on me, how do I know it's real or not? Or is she just making excuses? When you get a message like that, that means the girl is legit, right? She actually still wants to meet you. When you get a message like, hey, sorry, something came up, then probably she has no interest in meeting you. So you have to look at the context. All rescheduled texts are definitely not the same. The funny part is, though, we didn't actually have a date on July 4th. It was the day after. So I say, haha, we were supposed to hang out tomorrow. We said Wednesday. LMAO, why did I look at my phone and think it was yesterday? Technically, LMAO. Not sure, but yeah, it's good tomorrow evening, so you're good. Rise and Shines messaged me at 9:37 a.m. She's crazy. I messaged her back at 5 p.m. Well, Linda is still good for tonight. And this is kind of the standard confirmation text I will send, you know, the day of the date. Yes, at what time are you thinking? How does 8:30 sound? Perfect. And where would you like to meet? So my plan A is always just invite the girl straight over. I say, why don't you just meet in my place? I got a nice bottle of wine here. To be honest, I'm more of a tequila drinker, lol. It's nice out too. So here she's basically saying, hey, I don't want to come straight to your place, but I'm down to go there if the vibe is good, but please don't keep pushing it, right? And I kind of drop it. I say, don't worry, I got tequila too. We can go for a nice walk first with my adorable husky. And that's usually plan B for me, is to just go for a walk with her for 20 minutes and then pull her up for a drink. She says, I love huskies. I have to sweet pity, but I was going to say, let's meet at a bar near your place. Question for you, LMAO. So when she says, let's meet at a bar near your place, it is very promising, because if she didn't have, you know, thoughts about coming over, she just would not add the near your place part, right? But again, so at this point, you know, I'm not going to keep pushing it much, so I'm just going to do that. So I should say, what's the question? I was watching your videos and I'm not sure, but do you have a girlfriend, LOL? And this is the downside of being a public figure, right? There's definitely a lot of upsides, but one of the downsides, all your business is out there, right? You don't really have any privacy, and you just have to learn how to deal with it. And here I kind of give her, honestly, a BS answer. I'm not going to lie. I say yes and no, more of a long-term fuck buddy. I can still see other girls and whatnot. The first part of this is a lie. Natty's obviously way more than a fuck buddy to me. She is my girlfriend, but I just didn't really feel like explaining what a one-way open relationship over text is. The second part is true. I can still see other girls. That is 100% true. She says, I see, lol, sorry, had to ask. No worries. So how do you feel about that nice romantic stroll? That sounds nice, but I don't know, I'm over bar scene or something type of person. Let's catch a vibe and see how it goes. So here she's laying down the gauntlet. She's like, hey, if we're gonna meet up, I want it to be at a bar, right? At this point, I can either say, no, sorry, I'm not interested in meeting you, right? I can just completely pull back, or I can agree. And to me, this was a no-brainer. I say, alrighty, we can do a bar. Yeah, sounds good. You pick one. I send her a bar that's literally 30 seconds from my place. We can meet here. Let's do 9 though. Perfect. And here's just more logistics. I'm like, hey, I got home a bit later. She's like, alrighty. And here's my standard 20 minutes before date text. Gonna hop in the shower, text when on the way. So again, here's some more logistics, nothing really special here. Be there in 2 minutes, I got a surprise for you. And she's like, is it a furry friend? Which it is, but yeah, I'm just trying to be vague. I'm like, we'll see. So here's just logistics. We're coordinating and then basically meet her at a bar. It was a really solid date. We had pretty good sexual tension. She was my type. I think I was her type. Flirted for about 30 minutes, pulled her back to my place, got her on my romantic balcony, had another drink, started escalating, made out, and had sex, right? And it was a good time. We wound up hooking up twice that night. And I will message a girl later that night and just be like, hey, that was fire. I think I just simply forgot or I fell asleep. She says, hey, I had a blast last night. Sorry if I was a little too tipsy, LOL. Hope you have a great day. So she's kind of double texting here. So yeah, that is a very good sign. That means the girl is interested. All right, hope you guys found this video valuable. And like I said, you got to see 2 completely different texting styles in one interaction. His is much more about building rapport and connecting with a girl and coming off very laid back and chill, right? And mine's much more like kind of cocky, funny, move things forward fast and close as optimally as possible, right? And they both have their pros and cons. Now, I'm not gonna say one is better or worse than the other. It just kind of comes down to which style do you resonate with the most. Also, if you guys want to see the 5 most difficult texts that women will send you and how to respond to each one of them, then check out our guide in the description below. And if you want to get more from Casey Redbeard, you can contact him for his Tinder coaching or just his channel. Link is going to be also in the description. Thank you for watching, and until next time.